over a couple things before we get too deep and too far into things. Looks like there are a few new photos in here from the landing page. Love this picture so much, and your outfit is so stinking adorable. Okay, so before any mass uploads happen, just want to go over a few things with regards to folders and naming files and duplicates and things like that. So for example, one thing I want to go over is the renaming of files. This is going to be really helpful. One, for me as I design, if I need to look for a keyword to pull up an image, that is just going to help really narrow down from the more than 300 pictures that will be in here, instead of sifting all the way to the bottom and looking for a better fit. It's going to help in that process. Also in the future, after the handoff happens, when you are looking for images, it's going to really help to streamline your process here. And let's see here. I don't know if the word Montana is any of the, okay, here we go. Perfect. So that's a great example of quickly getting rid of 289 images and just finding these here. So when naming the images, as I'm sure you're already aware, those were really great. Keywords are going to be really key to the images, and specifically for SEO purposes. So that's the reason I want to start things off on the right foot here, is to get the SEO going from the start. And the more accurate the file name, the better Google will like it. Or the more Google will like it. Okay, so when renaming a file, something else is, and in total honesty, this is a bad habit that I started a while back and I am adjusting now. So I'm just gonna call this one Mountaintop Catering as an example. I don't love the dashes, quite honestly, and that's something that I don't think I ever shared with you because it's not a habit that I had adopted, but I need to change my ways. And so when renaming these files, what we're gonna do is you're gonna want to make sure that there are dashes between each of the words. I know you already know this, but just to go over it again, we don't want 3 words to equal 1 word because SEO and Google will not read those. Spaces have been fine in the past, but basically there are some rare instances where a system might not read a space as well as a dash, and the dash also helps Google further with its SEO. So that's why that's important. Okay, another thing that we're going to want to do, and this is just going to help streamline both the design process and your future when accessing things, is we're going to want to create folders. So we'll just call this one a Mountaintop Catering. And what that will then do is, any images that might be relevant to Mountaintop Catering would go in there. There might be a miscellaneous folder. There might be a folder where the images might overlap multiple categories. But this is really going to also just help streamline that process. If, for example, a file name doesn't necessarily have the words Mountaintop Catering in it, but the image is of Mountaintop Catering, if you maybe chose to use other keywords, but it still fits into this category, that'll be really helpful when looking for images and you're like, okay, I know, like maybe I didn't name it Mountaintop Catering blank blank something else, but I know that maybe it's in this folder. Again, rather than sifting through the 300 images. Something else you may want to do is create a new folder and add all of the former images from Max's over to here. You can also delete them. That will leave blank spots. I don't know down the road if you want to keep Max's Market pages as kind of a history, or you may want to just do a clean slate and we can delete everything, old Max's, which can include the images as well. Okay. I think that is kind of the highlight of what I wanted to go over for right now. So really, bottom line, before a bulk upload happens, if we can just chat about the renaming of the images, and if you want me to share with you how to do that on your Mac, I can do a video for that as well.